now let's start with the today's topic, which is Excel and Power BI. So there are like multiple ways to use your Excel content on Power BI and Power BI content in Excel. So one way is analyze in Excel, the feature name is, and the second one, Power BI publisher. Currently Microsoft just discontinued this functionality, but going forward, because got from Microsoft, because I sent some mail to Microsoft because some of my clients are also facing the difficulty. So they said like there were some bugs in that functionality, right? So that's why they discontinued as of now. But going forward, very soon they will fix them, and the latest version, the upgraded version of that Power BI publisher will be released. So the functionality moreover will be same, and Excel upload and import, this one we have already seen, right? Already discussed. We have this one, and another one is publishing from Excel. So there are 4 ways like how you can interact with how you can integrate your Excel and Power BI. So first discuss about the analyze in Excel. So what does it mean? Here in Power BI service, if you want to analyze any Power BI data set in Excel, right, then first of all your admin, your Power BI tenant admin should allow you to export the data in Excel, right? How? For that you should go to admin portal. Under the tenant settings there is one functionality which is export data. So this export data is right now enabled. If by chance if it is disabled, right, it means you are restricted to this, then you won't be able to use this functionality, right? So I'm just showing it to you so that if you are not able to extract, then how it will behave and then what you have to do. So now if you see, just refreshing the page, because whenever you change any property or any setting from the admin portal, generally it takes around 15 minutes to apply onto the tenant or on the all users. All right, so now if you see on the reports, if I want to take any report in Excel, right, and further in Excel I want to analyze that, I want to work on that. So for any reports, you see there are some options here, right? If you see one option here which is Excel, right now this is disabled, right? So this is what, this is analyze in Excel button. This button, this data set you can export in Excel from by just going to the dataset tab, and here once you'll click you will see one option here, analyze in Excel. Why that option is not coming here? Because that has been disabled from your tenant admin. So if you are not able to export or you are not able to click on this button, then it means you have to check with your admin and under the admin portal settings whether it's this feature is enabled or not, export to Excel, right? Now when I come here and just refresh the page, no, I think there are 2 settings actually. I think I enabled only one. One is export and second is export in Excel. Export data, yeah. Enable this one also. See, there are 2 things, in export data and export to Excel. Now just go here, refresh the page. And now you can see this Excel button is now enabled, right? So you can go here and you can click on this. So if I click on this, analyze in Excel, right? Just click on it. So you will see this notification like this has been downloaded, because before using this functionality you must download the Excel plugin, right? The Power BI plugin in your machine. You have already downloaded that, then you can cancel it or you can click here to download and install it, right? So I just downloaded and install it in my machine. So now I'm just doing cancel it because I have already downloaded it. Once you click on this button, then one ODC file, Office Data Connection file, will be downloaded here, right? So this is what, this is basically your report data set, right? Or you can say it's this data set, right? So now this data set has been exported in ODC format. Now you can use this ODC file in Excel as a pivot table. So when you click on it, you have to log in with your credentials. All right, so now you can see your data has been exported in ODC, and then with that ODC file you have open here, and then you can see all your tables, measure, columns, everything into the pivot table fields here, right? Now you can use this for your further data visualization, data analysis, or whatever you want to do in Excel, right? Let's say I just want to pull country-wise customers. Okay, so one more thing, in pivot table, as we know that we can pull any measure or any numeric or like whole number or decimal number column here. Okay, so here I don't see any numeric column we have. Okay, so profit, let me try to pull the profit. There is some issue actually in this one, otherwise this profit basically we have, which is a decimal. Okay, let me do one thing. I think it will accept only the measures, this value. So in Excel, I'm just going to quickly create a measure. This file I have, right? So this report right now I just created, right? In this report I have few measures. So this one I'm going to publish on Power BI service, and then the same we'll download into the ODC format, because we are not sure like whether is there any measure was available in that file or not. So I'm just publishing a new one. Report has been published. Now let's go to the Power BI service, refreshing the page. Okay, now here I see analyze in Excel demo, this one. Now this report I'm going to download as ODC. Close this one. So now you can see from your tables, so having these three tables, right? Order details, orders, and products. So one table you see here, order details, which is having the measures, right? So we created these two measures, which we can see here. Now what I want to add product ID, and from the order details, let's say profit I want to display, so I can pull the profit here, right? So this is your product ID. For product ID 1, profit is this, right? So basically in this ODC file, you can keep your measures also. You can pull your measures, right? Those measures you can use here into the values section, and then you can use it for your further visualization purpose or whatever you want with that. So the good thing is like all the measures or all the connections which you have created on the Power BI service on a Power BI dataset, that complete dataset you can pull here, okay? And then on top of that, you can use those measures and those columns and calculations further to build your report or visualization in Excel. Once you are done in Excel for the visualization side, then you can repin your visuals from Excel to Power BI dashboard, okay? So how we can do that? I see some here, able throwing an error, able to see post Windows as your login. Yes, so you have to, one time you have to log in here. Are you facing any issue here?
No, Mayank, it got resolved after I logged in.
One time you have to log in here. Next, I see, can I do pivot on Excel and load into Power BI with them? No, you can't do that. See, you can reuse your Power BI data models in Excel. It's not like you created any pivot in Excel and then you want to load in Power BI. Is this the ask? You want this?
If I pivot data and then load into Excel, will the summation?
Pivoting, you what I understood, you in Excel you create a pivot and then you want to load that in Power BI. No, you can't. You can just pull the Power BI dataset in Excel, and further on that,
I understood. I wanted to
yeah,
check with that it works another way. So
yeah, no, you can't do
I
that.
knew there is no
But
logic. I just wanted to try ask that question to see if that's
yeah.
possible.
So once you visualize it, once you create all these things, whatever you want here, right? Let's say you have this data. Now you want to pin this data on Power BI dashboard. So for that, you have to download the Power BI publisher. Once you will, currently it's been discontinued, right? But once you will download the Power BI publisher, one Power BI tab you will see in your Excel like this. Now what I want to pin these top 10 products on my Power BI dashboard. So I select this range and then here I have to first log in using the same Power BI account on which I want to pin it. Okay, and this feature requires the Power BI Pro license. Here you have to sign in. Okay, once you are logged in, you can see your email ID here. Then you see there are a lot of things which you can use. First thing is, let's say if you want to pin anything on a dashboard, right? So you see this pin button, just click on this. And now the selected range, you see top 10 products I have selected here. So this selected range I want to pin on the dashboard. So I can choose everything, all the dashboards, data set, everything will be automatically synced up here once you log in into the under the profile section. Now I want to choose any workspace. Let's say under the my workspace, there are a lot of dashboards. So for example, under this sales quick dashboard, under this dashboard, I want to pin it, right? This. So click on OK. Visualization has been pinned. Now let's go to Power BI service again. Just to validate it, go to my workspace. Once I scroll down here, that should be the, okay, so here you can see top 10 products list is here, right? Now you can arrange it wherever you want it, right? There are some settings also, just click here. And further, if you want to change this title of this, you can change it. If you want to share it on the teams, if you have integrated the teams with Power BI, then directly you can share this from Power BI dashboard to teams, right? And the good thing is like this, the data here, it will be automatically refreshed, right? But before that, what you have to do, you have to enable the auto refresh in your Excel also. How? In your Excel, you go to data, connection properties, and here you have to refresh it after, let's say after every 60 minutes, refresh data when open the file, click OK. Now this data will be automatically refreshed, and once the data will refresh here, that will be automatically synced here onto the Power BI dashboard as well. If you want, you can create another view of this data, right? You can create using this data, you can create another chart here. That chart you can pin again onto the dashboard. Means from Excel also you can create the Power BI dashboard. You are creating the visuals in Excel, but you are pinning, you are displaying them onto the dashboard, right? And where it is useful, it is useful, let's say only one person is having the access to manage and to like the authoring on the dashboard. So what you can do, let's say in your team there are 5 people, right? But only one person is responsible for managing the dashboard. Then Rest of 4 can create the visuals, or they can, whatever the data they have, they can pin it from the Excel to directly Power BI dashboard. Okay, and one person can only manage that. Instead of creating separate 5 dashboards, you can collaborate on one dashboard from your Excel. There are a lot of things apart from this. If you go again to the Power BI tab here, under this you see this pin manager. From here you can see a lot of things. Let's say right now I just published one dashboard, right? So this top 10 products list I had published here. Okay, so this, the default name for this visual for this style was range 1. Okay, and you have published it onto this dashboard, and it was last updated at this time, right? So once it will be updated, you can see the kind of like refresh history here. If you want to refresh it right now, just click on this update and the data will be updated, right? And the same will also be synced onto the Power BI dashboard. So here you can see all the elements which you have pinned onto the dashboard from your Excel. All right. Okay, I see one question. Can we convert Excel dashboards into a Power BI desktop? No. See, dashboards are nothing but it's just a individual tiles view, right, which you can arrange on a single page, right? Dashboards are completely just a replica of your report styles or your Excel tiles. All right, so from here there is another functionality which is connect to data. You can connect to the data. Just choose your workspace, and let's say if you want to choose any data set, for example this budget data, and you want to connect it in Power BI, then just select that data set here and click on connect. It's another way of reusing your Power BI datasets in your Excel, right? So one way is you can download the ODC file and then you can use it. And the second way is from here you can choose your dataset and then you can click on connect. Once it's connected, in the second sheet you will see your another pivot table here, right? Now you can use it in the same way, and again you can repin from here to Power BI dashboards. So there is full flexibility, whether if you want to pull from Power BI to Excel or you want to push from Excel to Power BI. All right, one more thing, once this Power BI publisher, which is right now not available for installing and for downloading, once it will be available, then make sure that after downloading it, you enable it in your Excel as a add-in. How? You just go to the Excel options, go to your add-ins tab. From the add-ins, you have to enable it. Add-ins, right? And here you have to see this Microsoft Power BI Publisher, right? So make sure that this has been disabled. Then you will see this Power BI tab here. Excel upload and Excel import we have already covered. Anybody remember that how we can upload Excel on Power BI service? Let's say I have one Excel file and I want to upload that Excel file on Power BI service. So how I can do that? See, this functionality is useful when you want to enable your users for self-service BI. Let's say your users are having some business data in Excel, and instead of using the Power BI desktop, you want to enable them directly to create data sets or visualizations or reports onto the Power BI service. So for that, you must have first a data in Excel, and that data should be into the tabular format. The data should be into the tabular format, and Excel file should not having any password, because password protected files you cannot upload on Power BI service. So on Power BI service, you see one get data option. Under this get data, if you scroll down, you see files. So you can upload your CSV or Excel or Power BI files from local machine, from OneDrive, from SharePoint. So I click on local file, and then from here, if I go and I choose any file which is, let's say, having the tabular data, then you see these two options here. If you import it, then what will happen? Your Excel data will be imported as a Power BI dataset. And once it's uploaded, once it's imported as a Power BI dataset, then only you can use that for your Power BI reports development. Or if you just want to put your Excel file on Power BI service and you want to open that as Excel online, then you have to use upload functionality. It means upload functionality will basically just upload your Excel on the cloud. That's it. It will upload your Excel as a workbook on Power BI. And this import functionality basically will convert that Excel data into the Power BI dataset. And then on Power BI dataset, you can create your reports. So let's see this import. Click here. Go to datasets. And here you can see your budget data. Right now, using this dataset, in front of this, you see one option, create report. Click on this. And here you will get the same view of the Power BI desktop. And now you can start creating your reports. Right, once you are done with your reports development here, then you can pin it onto the, you can save it directly on the Power BI service. So this report you can save here. This is your budget report. Okay, now this report you have created here directly on Power BI service. And now I can view this report, or I can share this report, or there are a lot of things which you can do with this report now. So this is what import functionality. If instead of import, if you upload it, then what will happen? That Excel file will be uploaded as a workbook here under the workbooks tab, right? As previously we uploaded this file here. And if I open it, here you will see the data, but into the tabular format in the Excel format. This is nothing but this just a Excel online. Next is from Excel. Let's say if you have created any, because many users are good enough in Excel for creating the dashboards and reports, right? Well, there is no concept of the dashboard in Excel, but by just creating some visuals, they can call it like a dashboard, right? But actually that's just a report. So the Excel report or Excel visualizations, you can directly publish in any workspace from Excel, right? If you are using the latest version of Excel, then under the file section, you must see this publish button, right? So this publish button will basically allows you to deploy your report on Power BI service, right? Now here, if I log in, but make sure like you have the Power BI Pro license, right? Because all these functionalities require the Power BI Pro license. All right, so now if you see here, I'm just refreshing here. Now under the workspaces, I can see all of my workspace. So let's say I want to publish it in my workspace. So I select my workspace here. And now here you have again two options, whether you want to upload this workbook to Power BI, right, directly. And once if you upload it, then what will happen? This will be uploaded as an Excel workbook, right? And it means you will be able to see it as a Excel online only in your Power BI service. Another functionality is export workbook data to Power BI. This functionality basically enables you to do the same thing like what we were doing using the analyze in Excel, right? So if let's say if I want to upload it, so just click on upload here directly, and it will be saved and published. All right, so I think it's been published. Let me just check onto the Power BI service. You can see here publishing to Power BI. Workbook uploaded successfully. Okay, now let's go to, so here you see the notification is also coming here. If I refresh it, go to workbooks tab, here you can see book one, right? Because this one we saved as a book one. Now you can use it, you can refresh the data here, you can replace this. There are a lot of things which you can do on this, right? You can open this Excel online. Using this, you can pin the data. Let's say you are having this, you are having some visuals or some report here. Let's say if you are having some report here, then you can select that. You can pin that. You can make the changes here, pivot and pivot. A lot of things you can do here now, right? There is some issue in external data refresh. Okay, maybe it's blocked by my company. That's it. All right, so this is all of this what you can do with Excel and Power BI. So in many ways you can use this functionality. All right, so now that's all from with this integration of Excel and Power BI, how you can reuse it, right? Right now there's one thing like which you need to do right now in your machine. I think already your IT team has been installed this plugin for you. So can you just check in any report, just open the any report and see this analyze in Excel button is enabled to you or not. From okay, it's enabled, all right, because previously it was disabled because from the admin portal, because as an admin I have disabled this functionality, right? So that's why maybe before that you were not able to see it. So now I have enabled it.